Good evening, and welcome to the Words of Salongo. Today I've got a very interesting guest that I'm going to be interviewing. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'll go for it. So my name's Corinne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 33 years old. Born and bred here in London. And yeah, just going about life, I suppose.
She's a bit nervous, so
Still figuring out life.
today I will be speaking to her about being a young lady. That's a how would you say it? Because I want to hear it come from your mouth.
A young. Well, I'm not even young
No,
anymore,
I
am
call you young.
I?
I'm calling you young.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take it.
A young lady as a lone parent. Is that right? Did I
Yeah,
say
I'd
that
say
right?
so. Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still nervous?
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Okay, okay. All right. So basically, I'm just picking your brain because I've known you for how long have I known you now?
What? 29 years? No, sorry. 29 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen you grow
Exactly.
into the woman that you are now.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
she's a very beautiful woman, by the way. So um,
Oh, thank you.
all praises. So explain to me what were the challenges of you being, as I say, a long like raising a child. Let me put it that way. What other challenges did you find?
So I had my son at 22.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't initially, even though I was single, I wouldn't have classed myself as a lone parent because we was, you know, me and my son's dad, we co-parented it quite well. And we did so for a few years, up until probably like 2 years ago. So I wouldn't really class myself as a single mum doing it by myself.
Okay.
But what the challenges that I've found in the last 2 years have been very eye opening, definitely, I must say. Kind of trying to maneuver what didn't have to do before. So where I had someone to refer to with decisions, and I'm now making them for myself, for my son. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite hard.
Mm-hmm.
Very rewarding, but at the same time can be very challenging.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the partner you're with, I'm aware of it, but you don't have to also give his name. He was a bit more mature than you.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How did you find that? Like.
What was I searching for? Bloody hell, I don't know. um, I think because he was quite immature,
Uh-huh.
he was kind of on my level, but
Okay.
age-wise, he's older.
Mm-hmm.
But mentally, he was probably younger than me
Okay.
mentally. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't really see it as such.
All right. So what
Yeah.
made you attracted to an older man?
Um. All right. So I'm gonna say I'm more of an introvert.
Okay.
I'm a bit more, quiet, like to be in the background, and he's very much the opposite. So he was out there. Maybe that's what I liked. I don't know. Maybe I liked a bit of a, you know, maybe it was just, so they say opposites attract sometimes,
Okay.
and maybe that's what maybe attracted me to him.
What did your parents say about it, or your mom? Or what did
Well, they
say?
didn't meet him for a little while. I hid him. I
You
hid
hid
him.
him.
Yeah. I kept him down there, and I
Uh-huh.
was up here. Do you
Okay.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Because
Until
why is that?
no one didn't know my business. I'm telling you, I was just keeping my business to myself.
Okay.
Yeah. And then one day he just knocked on my door. I was like, what?
Uh huh.
What is he doing here? Like,
Oh,
how
he
did he
came
even?
to see you.
I didn't even tell him where I lived. He knew
Okay.
that I lived in the area,
Uh huh.
and I told him like near to a landmark.
Mm-hmm.
And one day he just knocked my door.
Okay.
So I mean, probably till this day he wouldn't know where I lived if that was the case. If it was done to me,
Uh-huh.
yeah, he'd still be down there probably.
So when you found that you were pregnant, what went through your mind?
What went through my mind? First of all, it's just like, is this for real? Am I really gonna have a baby?
Because you were 22.
I was 21 when I
Oh,
found
21.
out.
Okay.
And I just thought, am I ready for this? What does it actually mean?
Mm-hmm.
Does it mean that it's the end of my life? Have I got everything that I need to prepare for a child on the way, and this is forever.
And
you
what
know.
were you doing at that age of 21? Were you just at college, school? What were you doing?
No, so I was working full time.
Mm-hmm.
In, I wouldn't say a dead end job, but it wasn't something that you needed qualifications for. I was in retail.
Okay.
It was just, it was a secure job.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought, you know what? It took me a while. It
Was
took
it
me a
shock?
while to make sure that I knew what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But when I just made a decision, I was just like, okay, I'm just going to go with it.
So you didn't want to, like, did you get peer pressures from your friend to abort it, or like did that thought go through your mind? Because it's scary at that age, isn't it?
It's scary. It's kind of like you don't know what you want to do. If,
Mm-hmm.
I think I was even still trying to figure out what I wanted to do in life. And then to know that there's a baby on the way, how am I going to achieve those things?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to put a stop in the tracks for me? But, I just said, you know what? Let me go for it. Do you know what I mean? Something just said to me, like, this is God's plan. Let me go forward.
Did you go through any anxiety, depression? Because it was a big task. It was a big shock to you, innit?
Do you know what? I think I suppressed a lot of those feelings of anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I thought it was real. Even when he was born, I was like, am I really a mum?
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of just worked through it. I worked full time right up until about 8 months. And I just, any kind of thought or feeling that I had about it, it was just, okay, I've got to prepare myself. I've got to be ready financially, emotionally. I don't even know if I was ready still, but, I kind of just went forward and just kind of said, okay, this is what's going to be. I've got to prepare for it to a degree. Do you know what I mean?
So what support did you have around you? Like friends, family, like what?
So lived at home with my mum. No, but lived at home with my mum.
Uh-huh.
So I was
How
thinking.
did she feel? Did she have a go at you?
Oh no.
Okay.
My mum was like, yeah.
Okay.
She was singing about it. I think I was about 3 months pregnant, and I told her.
Okay.
I knew from about,
So
I don't know.
you're
I knew
keeping
from
it
about
from
8
her,
weeks,
but you didn't want to tell her.
but I didn't want to tell her because I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't want to, And, I remember just saying, oh, Mum, by the way, I'm pregnant. That time when I thought I had food poisoning, I was actually having morning sickness. I was just like, oh, yeah, nice. And then, a few moments later, she was singing from the doorstep, we're having a baby. I was like, okay. She's taking it better than me. Do you know what I mean?
How did your peers react?
They wasn't shocked. A lot of my friends already had children.
Okay.
A lot of them started actually in secondary school, like the end of secondary school.
As I said, you're one of the brightest out of them.
I don't know about brightest.
No, because most of your friends I met, they had children.
Yeah, so they had children from quite young.
So
So
you
to
were the
me,
last
it
of
was
the batch.
like adding to,
Yeah.
So it wasn't no shock. They were just like, yeah.
So when you told your partner, was he shocked? What was his
He
reaction?
wasn't shocked at all. It was like, well, bring the baby, come.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
So he was supportive.
Very supportive. Very supportive.
And your dad?
My dad, I didn't even get to tell my dad because my mum was just like,
Oh, she's the one.
she was out there. I didn't even get a chance to tell him.
But your dad was happy for you.
He wasn't. He didn't show me bad face, but I can tell that he wanted to be like, "But Corinne, you ain't got your life. Like you haven't got your. You haven't gone
He's
to."
the strict one.
He's a strict one. You know what I mean? I've always been the daddy's girl, and I didn't get to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I
But-
see the profile pictures.
But he just kind of got with it, and he was there through my pregnancy. He was supportive. I know he wanted it to be like, Corinne, are you sure you're making the right choice?
Mm-hmm.
But once Giovanni,
It's okay.
my son, came, granddad of the year.
Good.
Granddad of the year.
So from then, what was the changes after that? Because now you had a baby. What was the next step for you? Like, what did you have to do? Change your lifestyle? What happened?
I wouldn't say there was much changes, and maybe that was the problem that I didn't make.
Mm-hmm.
So within 6 months, I went back to work.
Okay.
Probably too early now, looking back. So I missed out on a lot of my son's, the growing up, the little vital stages and stuff like that. Still lived at home.
Okay.
So I had a support system at home. My mum was here. So I had, things like childcare. So I was just like, I can make money. I can save. you know, looking one day to be able to own a house rather than going down the whole, oh, my mum's kicked me out, down the council route. That's not what I really wanted in life. I wanted to be able to, I've always seen myself as a homeowner.
Okay, cool. Did you go through any, you know, like they say when you have children, like you go through depression and that kind of thing. Do you have any afterwards, like?
I remember probably a few days after having my son, I remember having the baby blues, is what they call it.
Okay.
Where I just cried profusely, and I'm just like, where's this coming from? And then I'd feel silly after.
That's your emotions.
Yeah, but I didn't have the postnatal,
Okay.
thankfully.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I didn't have the postnatal depression.
No, that's good. That is good. Because you're just making people aware of like some of the challenges, or everybody's who gives birth and relationship is all different. But
yeah.
Moving on from that, so your son is big now.
He's
grown up.
He is.
You've been you're proud.
I'm very
mom.
proud.
What
Very
year is
proud.
he in now?
He's in year 7.
Year 7.
2 weeks in. 2 weeks in.
And what does he like? Like, what does he do? What's his favourite stuff?
Oh, he's a football guy through and through right now, and I don't know if it's a phase or if it's just really his passion in life.
Okay.
But at this point, for the last, I would say actually 2 years, it's just all been about football. He wants to be a professional, and he wants to, you know, get scouted, and you know, he even went to the point of setting up his own little football training camp every Saturday. He had tops made for them. It's really, you know, I can see that he's got a little business mind, which I like.
Excellent. And does his dad play a good vital role in his life?
He hasn't played any role in his life for the last 2 years.
You've been mum and dad?
Sorry?
You've been mum and dad?
I've been mum and dad.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been mum and dad. And since, like, this whole lockdown thing, it's been, you know, I think it's moved quite fast.
Well, he's been there for, what you said, quite a few. It's just only the last 2 years.
Only in the last 2 years, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
At least your son has some form of role model and having a father.
Exactly.
I think it's important.
Yeah. I'd say that my son's had challenges in school, obviously. With the lockdown, he wasn't going to school concurrently.
Okay.
I was a key worker, so he was still going to school during the lockdown at some stages. But my son actually has dyslexia.
Okay.
So during the lockdown, he had a wonderful teacher that supported him through and through, even prior to the lockdown. And during the lockdown, he supported him as well, and managed to get my son extra support with this dyslexia. And obviously, with dyslexia, it's got its challenges, you know, things like being in a classroom, your confidence, you know. So him finding the football,
It's his outlet.
It's his outlet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and having
dyslexia, it affects everybody, because I suffer a little bit from dyslexia, but my uncle hates me using that word.
I really.
You know?
What does he like? What does he want you to call it?
Well, he says you shouldn't put labels on yourself. And dyslexia, it affects everybody differently, but you get to use a part of your brain that nobody else uses. So there are some gifts that comes with it. Hence,
superpowers.
But yeah, your son will be into business. We're more
Absolutely.
hands-on. So look out for those skills and practical things.
Yeah.
So hence the football.
Using his hands.
Yeah.
Really,
Sitting
really
in
good.
class, I don't really like, but I can play chess. And we think like 3-4 heads and move ahead because that's how we think. So we try to solve problems in our mind before, because we can see what's going to happen.
Okay.
So we have that like insight vision. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe one day I might talk to him and.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
That'd be good because
have a little reason.
Yeah, like I said, like with the confidence thing, he had a great teacher, empowered him so much so that he wanted to go on to mentor other young children.
Okay.
So he wanted to be, what do they call it? A prefect. He didn't get through. He was really absolutely like gutted about that. But then he went forward for the buddy reading, and he struggles to this day with reading, but he's progressed so much over the last 2 years. And he in his statement to become a buddy reader was, I want to help other children like myself that struggle and show them that you can actually learn to read, and you know, you can actually enjoy reading regardless of your struggles, like, you know. So he went on to do that, and he was so proud of himself, and I think that's what's empowered him going forward. So
excellent. And that's why I did the same for my son. So my son now, he reads because I didn't want him to go through, and that's us as dyslexic. people. We try to find solutions to the problem. And so
Okay.
saying we think 4 steps ahead.
Mhm.
So we know the challenges, so we don't want people to go through that. So we create those kind of avenues for them. But
Yeah.
anyway, well done to him.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Let him continue the good works. So a little bit about you then.
What would you like to know?
You tell me. It's all yours. Tell me a little bit about you. What do you like? What's your interests?
I think I'm still trying to figure out life, to be honest. And it's sad. I'm 30, what? I'm 34 next month.
I still think you're young.
I know, but at the same time, I feel like I've wasted a lot of time, so maybe that's why I feel old.
No.
Do you know what I mean? If I'd crammed a
you're
lot
I think you're
in by
learning.
this age, I'd be like, okay, you know, I'd take it. But I'm still trying to figure out what I like, what I don't like.
Mhm.
I do know that I enjoy what I love working with people, as much as I'm an introvert, actually. And I'm very quiet.
Uh-huh.
And some people probably say, does she look like a people person? They'll look at me in my face and be like, yeah, I've always got a straight face, but I'm really happy inside.
Good.
I'm really, but people don't know that.
Uh-huh.
And once I get talking, I'm fine. But yeah, I really enjoy working with people. I like to support people in different avenues of life.
Okay.
That's where I'm at the moment.
Okay. You're still finding yourself.
I'm still finding myself, and I hope to find myself fully. I don't know if it's a lifelong journey with that, but I'm looking to really just take life by its, just grip it and just go for it. Because I feel like right now I'm still quite subdued and taking things quite easy and just kind of flowing through life. But
What about relationship wise? Are you looking to have a relationship or you don't have a relationship? What is that?
I can't be asked, to be honest. It's not that I can't be asked. I just feel like I'm just...
You're at peace
I don't
with yourself
know.
at this moment?
I'm not at... I don't think I'm at peace. It's like I don't want a relationship, but I do.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm a bit scared of when it goes wrong.
Oh, you've been hurt before, is that why?
Yes, I've been hurt before. So the trust issues.
Oh, okay, I was going to say trust.
Yeah, it's the trust issues. And I don't want to be that person that's always looking for something,
Okay.
trying to stay 10 steps ahead so I don't get played, for example.
So you're not one of these women that you have to have a man by a certain age or whatever.
Oh, hell no.
What about having more children?
I do want more children. Not right now. I wish I had more children by now, that I would have given my son siblings nearer to his age.
Why is that? Because you don't want him to be by himself? Or
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Because,
so you don't want it for yourself? You want it just for your son?
For my son.
Huh?
You know what it is? No, back in the days, I wanted 7 children. And if I could have had, at least 3 by now, and I could afford them, go for it. Why not?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? As long as I could afford them.
Why is that? Because your parents came from a big family, or you just like...
Yeah, so it's like I like the sense of children all being at the dinner table, them being that
So
each
you
other's
that old
confident.
tradition, you like that old tradition way of...
I love that. It's not that I don't want to be a stay-at-home mum though, but I want to have the option to be a stay-at-home mum, but also to be able to do my thing as well.
Okay.
So just a bit of balance. My home life would be kind of like my husband, me. We can both work, but I'd have the option to be able to stay at home longer, or
So
maybe
you
working part
Do you see
time.
yourself getting married? Is that what you would like eventually, or not?
At the moment, I can't see it, but
Would you like it, or it doesn't bother you?
it doesn't bother me. It's not something that I have on my brain. Like, I really want to get married. I think my goal though is just to find my life partner, somebody that really fits me. Someone that gets me, I get them totally.
So would you say like would you be like a spiritual person or a Christian? Like what would you, when you said life partner?
My life partner, like someone that, it's not that, we just have to be compatible. Like we can bounce off each other. I can have my bad flaws, he can have his bad flaws, but we can level each other out.
So as you said, you went with an older man. Would it be an older or younger person?
Oh no, it wouldn't be older. I wouldn't choose an older.
You prefer someone your age mate?
Someone around my age, so within about 5, 6, 7 years max kind of thing. But I wouldn't go for younger.
You wouldn't?
No, so when guys approach me that's even a year younger, I'm like, oh, you're a baby. You're a baby. They're looking at me like, really? That's, yeah. I mean, it's just about maturity, I suppose. It's like, how wise you are and how you come across. Really, that's what's important.
Would
to
you
me.
say you're quite mature for your age? Or too
No,
mature
I
for your
have.
age?
I think I am quite mature to a degree, but
I
then
think you are.
I can speak to people like I've got a certain friend and he'll call me just to check in because I don't be calling him because he just gets on my nerves. Nah, he's my good friend actually, but he'll say to me, "You're so immature," and I just it's like with him, I've just got an outlet to just be immature, and that's the true me coming through, and
That's
not
the
everyone
balance.
gets to see
Yeah,
that.
I get that.
Yeah, so
We're
someone
almost-
that you can do that with,
Yeah,
that you can.
I told you, you have to be a
Yeah.
little stupid sometimes.
Yeah, I love that. Like, just be yourself. And if you want to be goofy or,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Okay, so if you would like to travel, where would you like to go?
Okay, so I've had a few destinations on my mind recently.
Uh-huh.
Canada, I was even thinking of moving to.
Why Canada? Just
Just because I think they have a good work relationship with UK, so it's easy to go over there.
uh-huh.
And I was just thinking, you know what, change of scenery, new opportunities. So that's what I was kind of basing it on. I'm just like, why not? But I didn't follow through.
Okay.
Other places as well, America, the usual, Dubai, South Africa.
Why South Africa?
I've seen the videos, the pictures, and it just looks like,
It's a nice place to
it looks
go.
like a lovely place. Yeah, but there's a lot of places that I'd like to explore. Definitely.
And languages? If you could learn a language, what language would
If
you
I could learn a language, it would be probably out of the usual French, Spanish.
You
I
don't
wouldn't
wanna
even
challenge
think
yourself?
about Mandarin, but they say that's a good one to learn though.
Yeah?
Yeah, business wise, Mandarin, like China.
And I do see you, as I said, I do see you as an entrepreneur because when I had my business, you used to help me with my little flat reports back in the days.
Yeah.
And we were speaking earlier that I can see you doing some kind of business. I don't know why you're scared to go down that road.
It's a confidence thing.
a
It's
confidence
just
thing.
confidence. It's like, do I hide behind that employer and I get my annual leave every year and I know how much salary I'm gonna take home, or do I really take life by its and just be on my lonesome and just have to work? You know what I mean? Like it's difficult. Like I don't know if I've got the confidence to say I know I'm gonna hit targets.
I'm trying to push you in that direction. To try. I want you to try.
I want to try. I want to have the confidence to try at least.
So what's lacking you with the confidence? Why?
It's just
what is
the fear of the unknown and how it's going to turn
fear of being
out.
successful? Is that what it is?
Well, that financially, I don't want to feel like
No, but you can still have your job and still your little.
I could. I suppose I don't think of it like that. I just, I don't know. I'd like to have the confidence though to be able to just say, you know what, running the show.
And I'm gonna, if you're around me, I'm gonna push you to try it because I think you can do it.
I know that I'm capable of more than what I'm doing. I'm just stuck in my little box. Really, I think that's what it is.
Do you have any plans? Maybe next year to travel, to do anything. What's your plans for next year? Do you do what do I tell? What is it called? Like a wish list. Do you do those?
Like
things?
a bucket list.
Yeah. Do you do those things?
I've done it before, but I never refer to it.
You don't do vision boards?
I thought about it again, but it's just it's like I'm just living this, going from day to day, week to week, month to month, check to check, and that's it. There's not really an end goal at the moment. I think that's why I'm a bit like about life. It's just like I really need to get my head into something, focus on what I really want to do, get the confidence to go for it, rather than just kind of sitting back and just going through life, like I said.
So would you say you're at a crossroad?
I'm definitely at a crossroads right now. I'm definitely at a crossroads. It's like I'm right on the edge now. It's like it's fight or flight. If I don't move now, then I don't know when it's gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? I'm 34 next month.
Still young.
And it's like, you look around you, like your friends, they've bought their houses. They're like, they're in their profession, they're living life to the full, they're traveling multiple times a year. I'm just like, bloody hell, what am I doing?
So
but I know I don't want to.
You want to buy a house? Is that one of your goals?
Oh, 100%. Like I said before, I've always
House owner.
yeah,
Okay.
homeowner.
So what's stopping you then? You need to get that vision board out
I think so.
and start.
I think so. And I think I need to refer to it because I can make a vision board.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like me, I'll make a shopping list and go into the shop and not refer to that list. I just start buying different things. Easily sidetracked, I would say.
As I said, I know you're a very intelligent woman. You just have to apply the skills that you have.
I think so.
And I don't know what it is you're afraid of being successful, but
Maybe.
but you can achieve it. Because we were speaking earlier and you were talking about, like, you asked me about Birmingham and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just even going out to, because I told you, like, for example, it's realistic to achieve some of these goals because, for example, if you did go to Birmingham, it's cheaper to buy a property than London.
Yeah.
So it's not that you can't do it, it's just, are you willing to do it?
Leave everything I know. I think maybe
Well,
that's
many
it.
people
That's
have
it.
done
I'm so
Many people have done
like so in my, just stuck in my rut, and it's not what I know, is it? So just putting myself in a place where I don't know anyone.
I went to Africa and I'm building there and I don't know anyone. It can
But
be
you're
that.
you're a very people's person.
So
do you know what I mean? I'm not that type though.
You said you're a people's person.
I'm a people's person when I get to know them. But it's hard for me to meet people. I will just stay in my box.
I'm pushing out
I'll go to work
I'm
and come
pushing out
home.
your comfort zone.
I know. I really want to achieve that.
Yeah, and
I do want to
I
achieve
know
that.
you can. I know you
I
can.
know I can, but it would just take a lot. It's like I do things when I have to do it.
Okay, so let me ask you this question: what could you say to yourself now when you are in your 50s? What would you like to say to yourself?
To myself,
Yeah.
I don't know. What would I say to myself? I could say what I would say to my younger self now.
Okay, let's change the question around. What do you say to you? Because
To my younger self.
I'm trying to stimulate the mind to think. That's all I need to get, to show you that you can achieve or do anything you want to.
To my younger self, be confident. Live in the moment. Don't be scared to speak your mind.
Uh-huh.
Go for it. Go for all the opportunities that you're offered. You are beautiful. You're strong. You're courageous. You're confident. You've got it in you, Corinne. Light the fire.
Amen.
Amen.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying. So when you listen back to this recording, you can hear that. You're nervous now, huh? And that's what
Listen
I'm trying
to
to get you
myself
to.
back.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
telling myself
program
something.
your mind so you can understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can understand where you are.
Yeah.
And what you can do and what you can achieve.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to push you to instill some positive in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So what else can I say? Tell me something specifically that you can achieve in the next month, because I want to set goals for people.
Oh, that's a good one. In the next month.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, so for me, I'm doing my fasting. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a discipline. I'm still fasting, so I'm gonna go for another week. What can you do?
In a month.
Yeah.
I want to set. To be honest, I think I need to set the further goal, and then I can work
start
back.
in a month. Start
in
now.
a month. Anything. Anything.
I don't care what it is.
Okay. In a month's time.
Yeah. I want to set you some challenges that you can.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh God, it's something I have to think about. In a month's time.
What would you like to do in a month's time?
You've caught me on that one. I don't know yet. You might have to come back to me on that question. And that's just simple as a month. So imagine me thinking about a whole year.
Yeah, because we call it like proper planning prevents poor performance.
That's
5
it.
Ps.
The 5 what? Ps?
5 Ps.
5 Ps. Okay.
So I'm trying to program, like I want you to think out the box what you can do, or
yeah,
set things for you to. Okay, what could you do now to empower yourself?
To empower myself,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with prayer.
Okay.
I'll do that anyway. I've recently started really getting into the motion of prayer, and it's just really helping.
Okay.
Affirmations.
Affirmations, good. I like that one.
Looking at myself in the mirror every day and just telling myself what I want for the day. Maybe just even writing a diary. I think that might help.
That's one of my go-to. I would say to people, use a diary, affirmation. And affirmation is different ways. There's not one specific way. Getting up in the morning and saying I'm thankful for the day, or some people do meditation, yoga, go to the gym.
I was thinking of that the other day actually.
Listen to a podcast. There's nothing specific.
I know, but I usually listen to toxic podcasts actually.
Well, that's
not empowering ones, just more kind of like, foolishness. But it makes me laugh.
Makes you laugh, yeah.
It makes me laugh, So I suppose that's a good start to the day.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
Or the end to my evenings usually, actually,
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're still gonna, your homework is that you're gonna, what can you do next 30 days?
In the next 30 days, to achieve within the next 30 days.
Yeah. As you say, it could be I don't want to give you the answer, you have to figure that out for yourself. It could be writing a diary, it can have like getting up early, it could be, I don't know. You have to figure it out. I want you to figure it out.
Okay.
That's the challenge. So for me, as I said, I'm fasting. So I have, and then I train, and I have to be consistent.
So what's your goal? Is your goal for fasting losing weight?
More of a cleansing.
Cleansing.
Yeah, more cleansing.
Okay.
So I discipline myself. I might not have alcohol and certain food. Which I'm just eating fruits and vegetables now. So I want you to pick something, because the reason I'm setting you that task because it empowers you.
When I actually achieve it, and
yeah, because when you do it, you're like, right, I set this goal out
and I did it. Maybe that's why I don't set goals, because I usually.
That's why I'm making. Because then you have to commit to it, and I'm not saying that you like. I don't speak in that term. I'm not saying that you can fall down, but you just have to learn to get back up.
Okay.
Yeah, but the point is, there's a famous saying that Buddha said, every journey begins with the first step. So I want you to, it's the intention. The intention is the beginning of something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just the thought of it.
Yeah. Because everything comes from a thought. Yeah.
Thoughts become things.
Yeah, it manifests. It says, in the darkness, light should come. Something like that. You have to go within to bring out.
I think that's what I did. Some inner discovery, you
so
know.
That's what I was asking you. Would you say you're a spiritual person, a Christian? Like, what's your philosophy?
Like, I believe in Jesus.
You believe in Jesus?
I do.
So what's your philosophy on life? What's the, in this 30 something years of being on this planet, what have you learned?
What have I learned?
Or what can you impart to other people as well?
Life is a bitch. But there's so much opportunity. There's so much more to life than just the world, the little bubble you live in, whether it's your area, the city you live in. There's so many places to explore. There's more to life than just what you know.
Okay.
And you have to be grateful, because, sometimes we complain about little things, and there's so much worse going on, So, the appreciation for life is a must, but you should explore and go about and do what you have to do to make sure that you...
Would you say that you're a happy person?
Oh. I'd say, do you know what? People would probably say to me I'm a bit moody.
You're a bit moody?
I'm not moody, though. I'm not moody. I'm an overthinker.
So what is it? You just get annoyed at people who chat rubbish around?
No, so if anything, I'll be chatting rubbish with them too, but be thinking, whatever. No, what it is that I can take the joy out of things in my head. So I will overthink things. I could be having a conversation, like me and my friend would be sitting down just analysing this one thing, and we'll just be overthinking till it's not even fun anymore. Like, we'd be laughing about it, and then it's like, but what if? Nah, it's this, it's that, it's it. And then it's like, it kind of kills the joy with things, and I think that's what happens in life. It's like, rather than see it for what it is, start overthinking it, and then it just doesn't become so nice anymore, or, fun anymore. So, but then on the other side...
Where do you get that feeling from? Why do you think like that?
I don't know why I think like that. I don't know. I don't know if it's just part of how I am, part of my personality. I think maybe being, I think it's a Scorpio thing as well though.
Oh, you're Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, you sting.
Exactly.
But
So we can be quite sneaky, you know? So we be preying things and
Okay.
going along, and then the moment that it's
You-
gone too far, it's just like,
The side of you come out, the stinging side of you come
that's
out.
it. That's it. I mean, lethal, we can be very lethal.
So you have a serious side to you, basically.
Yeah, I do. I do have a serious side to me. Sometimes a bit too serious.
Mm-hmm.
But then on the other hand, sometimes I'm very humorous about things. That some things that maybe some people have a reaction to, I'll just be like, do you know what I mean? I just kind of laugh it off. It's just like nothing to me. So there's some things that are very, you know, feelings that, you know, some people get like evoke certain angers or, you know, whatever. To me, it's like nothing. I don't know if it's because I suppress a lot, or if I'm numb, or if I'm just, that's just my thing. But then maybe the littlest thing will provoke me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know where that comes from though.
Well, you seem, I'm chatting to you and you seem okay.
Oh, I
Joke.
see my cat. You see, that's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm a Scorpio. Yeah.
yeah, alright.
I could be laughing now. Next one, I'm just like, what?
No, you come across okay. And as I said, to me, I think you're very confident.
Once do you know what? If I'm in an environment where I feel free, or
you can relax and be yourself.
yeah, I feel like I can relax and be myself.
Okay. So I'm gonna do about 5 more minutes with you and then wind down because I've had you for a little bit here.
You have.
And, what would you like to say to like young people listening and young mothers and stuff like that? What can you experience? Can you pass on to them, or just people in general?
Okay, what would I say? I'd probably say live your life for you. Live your life for you. Don't worry about what other people are doing.
Okay.
I mean, I'm talking, and these are the feelings that I felt and sometimes still feel to this day. Live your life for you. Don't worry about other people's journey. Enjoy your own. It's not about the destination. It's about going along the way and just enjoying every part of it. The goods, the bads, the highs, the lows. Enjoy the journey. Plan where you want to be. Do what you want to do in life. And if it doesn't work out, go on to something else. You know, pick yourself up when times get rough. You know, and also, I'd very much say, feel through things. It's okay to be sad sometimes. It's okay to not be happy all the time. It's okay to be angry about things. Make yourself feel it. But then just know when there's a cut-off point. Okay, get yourself back up now. If you want to lay down in bed, you know, and just sulk about something, sulk. But just have a cut-off point. Okay, now it's time to get back up now. I've had my feelings. I felt through it. I feel better. Even if you don't feel 100%, keep going. Feel through things. Enjoy it. Be confident. Know what you want. Don't take no for an answer. Just make the most of life, because, you know, we could be here today and gone tomorrow. Just enjoy life. Love hard. Love hard. Don't take crap at the same time. Do you know what I mean? We seem to take a lot for the people that we love.
Okay.
We don't need to, you know, we can love them from afar. Let's just, you know, just make the most of life, I'd say. And just, yeah, don't watch no one else, watch yourself and enjoy the process. That's what I'd say to everyone.
All right. So, like, some parting words, because now we're coming up to about 40 minutes. Can you believe that already?
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Sorry about
Time
the noise,
flies.
people. We're in the house and there's children. And, you know, I mean, this is life. We'll just keep it
That's
100% real. Like, what will be, like, your legacy you want to leave on this planet? Or, like, tell me something,
Legacy.
like, inner you that you probably haven't shared before. Like,
What I'd like to leave as a legacy. I'd like to be known as someone that can help or has helped people. I think I've been in places in my life where I've needed that person to refer to and I haven't had it.
okay.
And I don't always like being the referral point, because sometimes it kind of weighs down on myself and I don't really look after myself. I look after everyone else and not myself. but I really do enjoy helping people in places where they feel maybe they haven't got nowhere to turn to, just like even just being a focal point so I can actually direct them, so that they can, they have someone that they can say, okay, things might be bad, but I've got someone that I can turn to and somewhere where I can get maybe some help. Or I'd like to leave the legacy of bringing together communities, bringing together people that are isolated from society. I'd like to leave, just, I want to leave like people knowing that I was a good person and my family being proud of what I've done. I want it to be bigger than just my family though. I want it to be this the community, and I want to be able to do things on a bigger level as well. And I suppose that's where I need to start channeling what I want to do with my goals. But I really want to make a difference.
Okay.
And I want that to be something that can go on when I'm dead and gone. Something that can continue. I want to make a change. And I think that's what I'd like my legacy to be. In what, I don't know yet.
Well,
but I will find that.
You will find out.
I will find
That's
that.
the journey.
That's
so
it.
I want you to go back and listen to all the things you're saying now, and it's like reprogramming your mind. Just listen. This could be like your new kind of meditation in the morning. Just listening to your voice, because it's a form of counselling as well. You understand?
Yeah, it's like a little therapy session, right?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm
this
just
is a little therapy session. And when you listen to it, you can say you're programming yourself that, I want to do something, and let me use my words, because you're hearing your own voice, which is good, to inspire you, because you're listening to your inner conscious when you're listening.
Yeah.
And it sparks. It says, okay, what do I want? What can I do? Kind of help me, and pray on it, and it will happen.
Yeah.
So, well done, and thank you for allowing me this time. And I think we'll do it again.
I'd like to catch up and see how.
And we can do something, because I think you're very well spoken, and we might do a little business. Some might come up. So I want to do like a talk show kind of stuff. So I'm gonna invest in some stuff, and then we can do a little talk show, and I get your experience and get my experience, and we'll take it from there.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you very much for having me, and that's the end of the show.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye bye everyone.